So he disappeared from the desert back to England, corner pub of history. The Scottish took a cue. He said, God, if you are really God, then I want one last dip in one of the lochs, the beautiful lakes of Scotland. Obviously, you can't bring a lake in the middle of the desert, so God said it'd be easier to transport this guy. So he disappeared. Then God turned to the Irishman. He said, what about you? He said, God, in this middle of the desert where there's nobody around, there were three friends. I suddenly feel so lonely. Can you please bring back my two friends? Most of our prayers are like this. For the sake of happiness of ourselves, we disregard, disrespect the happiness of others. That's why our prayers get complicated, because we are so focused on our personal happiness. You probably came here to think that Brahmavihari Swami will be giving us some ideas which will make us. I have come to give you ideas on being happier. But perhaps, as Mukesh Bhai said, not the way that you think. If we believe so much on exclusive happiness that we've forgotten that happiness has to be inclusive. So prayer should be the basis of an inclusive way of life, inclusive happiness. That's why Yogiji Maharaj, Pramukh Swami Maharaj is Guru. You always said one thing and one thing alone all his life, even when he was about to sleep, when he was waking up, after puja, when something good happened, when something bad happened. He would always say, Bhagavan saunu bhalu karo. And apne Bhagavan saunu bhalu karo atlamu to nahi brackets hoye. We have parentheses and we have a huge list of names where you say anu to nahi. We don't have that heart to pray like that, inclusive prayers. More than Yogiji Maharaj, Bhagavan Swaminarayan laid the foundation of the Swaminarayan Sampradaya, and he writes in the Shiksha Patri, Sarva Jiva Hitavaha. Your life, your ideas, your prayers, your emotion should be that it brings joy to every living being. Sarva Jiva Hitavaha. The great Indian wisdom, the Subhashits, they teach us, Sarvetra Sukhina Santu, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarva Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukhamapnayat. Let all be happy, let all be healthy, let all see good in each other, and let none be miserable. Look at the prayer. We belong to a culture which talks about inclusive happiness, inclusive prayer. But the climax are the oldest documents in the world, the oldest manuscript of mankind, and they are the Rig Vedas. The Rig Vedas, in the times of our rishis, they had pondered and contemplated and almost solved every issues that were faced by the humankind in that time. And they touch upon every aspect from life, emotions, mind, philosophy, medicine, spirituality, every aspect of the human life. And you would be surprised, the Rig Vedas have turned every aspect into a form of prayer. What are the Rig Vedas? They are prayers to the divine for the things that you and me seek in the form of a prayer. So it's important. Prayer is a simple application to God, our want. But there's a difference. To your juniors, you order. To your seniors, you ask. To your elders, you request. To your owners, you beg. And to the Creator, you pray. It is important. It's the same thing we are doing. There is nothing else. But the tone, the feelings, they change because your entire communication and connection changes. So today my topic is the power of prayer for inclusive happiness. Happiness for all. Only then a prayer is powerful. If you don't have this inclusive idea, then your prayer is weak. It is meek. It is not the wonder power that we are talking about. And let's see. So far as we concentrate and focus on exclusivity, suppose you go out just now because there's a back entrance. You know, if anybody hasn't seen it, there is a back entrance here. Okay? And if somebody goes out and there, some kind, generous fellow, he gives you the iPhone 6. That's the in thing. That's the in thing. Suddenly when you get the iPhone 6, you feel so happy. You feel exclusive. But the moment you enter into this hall, if all 2,000 people wave an iPhone 6 to Sudhai, instantly your happiness disappears. I want to tell you, we desire, we live on and live off exclusivity. Dress different, walk different, think different, wear different, live different, carry yourself differently. But I'm trying to tell you, there is no eternal happiness in exclusivity. There is only happiness in inclusivity. And if you understand that, we will be walking on something else. First of all the visible symbols we see in life, perhaps they are not happiness and they are not even worth praying for. For example, just because we laughed just now, does it mean we are all happy? Yes or no? Come on, think a bit. I'm not here just to hear yeses. Just because we laugh, does it mean we are happy?